Perfect. In the last 2-3 classes, we focused our attention on digital marketing, and of course, we looked at the various digital marketing modules. We said digital marketing is the use of online tools to market your products online or to advertise, to create awareness online with the aim of targeting a specific audience. So when it comes to digital marketing, you have a particular audience which you are targeting at one particular point in time. And when it comes to digital marketing, you make sure that you always run your ads, or you create your campaigns, you create your ads following a particular season or following a particular campaign, which is very, very important. When it comes to digital marketing, there are various digital marketing tools. We have search engine marketing, search engine optimization, social media marketing, content marketing, affiliate marketing, email marketing. We have analytics and measurement, which is always used indirectly for analytics, for data analysis and reporting. Okay, then of course we have artificial intelligence in digital marketing. So today we'll pay more attention to search engine marketing, what search engine marketing is all about, the importance of search engine marketing, what are the various search engine marketing platforms, and how can we identify paid ads on the various search engine marketing platform. How do these ads appear on the various search engine marketing platforms, and what makes a particular ad appear on the search engine result page? That's what we are going to pay our attention on in today's session. So before we begin with all the literature and all of that, I'm just going to do a short demonstration, right? So that by the time we get into the talking, you're really going to understand everything better. So let me share. All right, perfect. So I am currently on a search engine platform, which is the Google search engine platform. To get access to the Google search engine platform, what do you need? You need a browser. So you either need Google Chrome, you need Firefox, you need a Safari, you need the Internet Explorer, and so on and so forth. So you need these browsers to get access to a search engine platform. There are a variety of search engine platforms out there, but of course, we are more familiar with the most common search engine platform, which is Google, followed by Yahoo, followed by Bing, and all of that. So those are various search engine platforms. You need a browser to get access to a search engine platform, and you need a search engine platform to get access to a website indirectly. Okay, so when I talk about directly and indirectly getting access to a website, there are times when you actually know the URL of a website. You go to your URL bar here and you type that particular domain name. The website will pop up. You didn't get access to that website through a search engine. All right, a search engine is acting like a website. Sometimes we can consider it as a website. All right, it's like the mother of all websites. So you use that particular website to get access to other websites. So it's acting like the main website. Right? So if you don't want to pass through a search engine to get access to a website, all you have to do is to type the URL. For example, if I want to take a course online and I don't know any institute that I can take my course with, all I have to do is just to go to my address bar and I type the course which I want to take. For example, I can say human resource free courses and I click enter. What happens? Google is going to give me a list of websites that can help you understand what human resource management is, or take courses on human resource management. So I am actually using a search engine platform to get access to a variety of websites that can give me what I want. But let's assume that I actually have a website in mind, for example, Coursera.org. Someone told me, visit Coursera.org and you're going to learn more about human resource management. So what do I do? Rather than coming here and typing human resource management courses online, what I can do is this level, it takes where that particular course is located. So at this level, we've used a browser to get access to a website. Okay, but once you don't know what you're looking for, you have to go through the process of searching for content. Then you need to pass through a search engine platform. Now, when people need something online, when people want to purchase a product online, and they don't know where to purchase that product directly, what they do is they just go online, use a search engine platform to carry out their research to get better results. Once they've been able to see the various results which are available, they are going to choose the result based on what they want. Okay, they can click on the various links, go to the websites where these products or services are available, and they are going to make their purchase. When people go online, they do searches online, they do see different types of ads or different types of results. Let me put it that way. There are various results that always appear on the Google search engine or the search engine result pages. So if I have to take you back, this page, this is the Google's result page, or in general, we call it the search engine result page. Okay, so this is the Google result page, and this is where we can get results based on what we search online. So right now, we type the word human resource management or human resource free courses, and we're able to get a variety of results given to us by Google. Now, on this particular page, which you see, there are different types of results, or there are two major types of results. Right, you have not every result you see here are free. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. How do you identify that a particular result is paid and the other is free? Whenever you see the word sponsored or ads beside any search result, and after every search result, you will notice a gap. The gap between this particular text and this one is bigger than the ones you see here, which means they are trying to differentiate the different ads. Okay, which means this ad ends here and this one ends here. So at the beginning of every ad, you're going to see the word sponsored. It indicates that what these companies have created a paid ad. Now, how does this work? These companies will get access to a tool that has been provided by Google. They will use this tool, create their ads on this tool, they publish their ads, and once the ad has been published, Google is going to review the ad on that particular platform. Once Google has reviewed the ad and sees that the ad meets their rules and regulation, they are now going to publish this ad on this particular Google platform itself. So you are using two websites to create paid ads. You use the ad account, which has been provided to you by Google. You create an ad there, and once it has been reviewed and approved, then your ad is going to show here. Okay, so the two tools are different. You use one tool to create the ad and another one to show the ads to the audience. Another thing you need to take into consideration or you need to understand is that whenever you're using Google, you notice that you won't find any result on your search engine result page except you do a search online, which means that if I just go to a bare Google page, there is no result on this page, right? The page is totally empty. The only time we can get result is when we do a search. Once we do a search, that is when we are going to get variety of results. Perfect. All right. So talking about the results, as I earlier mentioned, there are two types. We have the free ads and we have the paid ads. And I've shown you how to differentiate between the free ad and the paid ads. Now, when it comes to paid ads, you only create paid ads at the back end of every platform that has made available by the company Google or by Bing or by Yahoo. Okay, they have a platform which use that platform to create these ads, and the ads we publish here, and you're obviously going to be paying for those ads. And our main focus today is to know how these ads are created, why these ads are created, and how the ads actually look like when they are created. And we're going to pay attention more on the most popular platform, which is Google, and I'm going to demonstrate how these ads do interact. Is that okay? So that's how paid ads do look like. Now, when it comes to this particular search engine result page, which you see here, there are basically a maximum of 7 paid ads that are always shown on this page. All right, when you scroll down, it's going to take you to the last page. And after the last page, you're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the various pages. If I click on 10, be able to comprehend. So see, we've arrived at page 16 and there's nothing there. If I go back to 15, all right, we have some content. Let's go back to 16 again. We have some content. Let's get to 17. Okay, we still have few contents on the various pages. So the more you keep going behind, you're going to see different results. All right, so let's get back to the first page. All right, so here we are on the first page. Now, on this particular page, as I earlier mentioned, we have a maximum of 7 paid ads. On Google, when it comes to Google, we have 7 major paid or 7 ads on the search engine result page. For other platforms like Bing, you probably have 10 paid ads. Okay. Now, out of these 7 paid ads, we always have a maximum of 4 at the top and a maximum of 3 at the bottom. And we can have a maximum of 7 in total on this page, but we can't have more than 7. Okay, the maximum is 7. We can have below 7, but we can't have above 7. So the maximum is 7, and usually 4 at the top, maximum of 4 at the top and 3 at the bottom. I hope that is well understood. Now, when it comes to the various paid ads on Google, we have different types. So we have the text ad, which always appears like what you see on your screen. There are no images attached to this ad. You have only text that have been attached to this ad. Ads or display ads that are being shown on partner websites. We equally have the YouTube ad, which always appears on YouTube. I'm sure you must have been watching videos on YouTube, and you're going to see ads which you have to click or to skip those ads before you can watch the next video. I'm sure if you're in Nigeria, in South Africa, you must have probably seen these ads over and over again because you guys create a lot of paid ads on YouTube. Okay. And of course, we have shopping ads. That's companies that own e-commerce platforms. They do create shopping ads so that when people click on the ads, it's going to take them to their website and they are going to make the purchase. Right now, this word which we usually use to do our search to an audience, those who do their search online, it is known as a search term, while to a digital marketer, it is known as a keyword. All right, so to an audience, it's a search term. To the digital marketer, is a keyword. So I've just given you guys a summary, a glimpse of what search engine marketing is all about. So when we begin our session now, you're really going to understand better and you won't get lost when we are talking about the different types of ads, different types of platforms. We're talking about the differences between keywords and search terms. You won't get lost. All right, so there's a mix-up here. So basically, search engine marketing is the use of the various search engine platforms to create paid ads, all right, that will be displayed on the various search engine platforms. That's just what search engine marketing is all about. Sorry for that mix-up. Just 1 minute. All right. So, like I earlier mentioned, search engine marketing, popularly known as SEM, all right, it's a way of marketing where you focus all your attention of what? Creating what we call website visibility on search engine platforms through creating these paid ads using the various search engine platforms. Okay, so whenever you do a search online, probably on Google or Bing, you always see results. I already mentioned that you see results with the word sponsored at the top or sometimes ads. Initially, it was ads, but now they have changed to sponsor. But on other platforms, you're going to see the word ads that will always appear at the top. This signifies that what? They are all what? Paid ads. All right. So search engine marketing is like you buying a space, all right, or you're buying a visibility on on any search engine platform. So you could go to Google, you pay them, you create your ad, and they are going to display that ad on any search engine platform. All right, they're going to display that ad on their various search engine platform or their search engine result page. Okay, now people get confused between search engine marketing and search engine optimization. I think we actually explained that in our previous session when we were talking about search engine optimization. Okay, so people always have the misunderstanding between these two concepts or these two modules. So search engine optimization is just the process of you trying to optimize or to rank your website organically. So you're trying to ensure that your website ranks on the first page of the Google search result. I earlier mentioned that the ads that carry the word sponsored are paid ads, while those without the word sponsored are free ads. All right, so those free ads are known as what? Search engine optimization. On the other hand, search engine marketing will now involve you creating paid ads. All right, whereby you're going to be paying more attention on what we call beats, what we call keywords, to ensure that your ad actually displays on the search engine result page. So unlike search engine optimization, where you are doing everything for free, you have to understand that it takes time for these ads to display on the search engine result page. Okay, when you're creating those free ads on your website, making sure that Google, it takes time because Google has to pass through. There's a process known as indexing that your content needs to go through to ensure that it actually appears on the search engine result page. But for paid ads or for search engine marketing, once you create the ad and you pay Google, Google will show your ad immediately. The moment you create the ad, the moment they approve that content, the ad will be displayed on the search engine result page immediately. Okay, so try to think of it as, or try to look at SEO as you growing a tree that takes time for it to bear fruits. All right. While search engine marketing, you can look at it as buying fruits at a store for immediate consumption. So when you're growing it, when you actually plant a tree, it's going to take time, but you know that at the end of the day, you're going to yield more fruits. So some people will say, rather than me taking my time planting these probably vegetables at the back of my house, I have the finances. Why don't I just go to the market and buy immediately? Right? Because you have the capabilities of purchasing the product rather than you growing it at the back of your house. That's just how search engine optimization and search engine marketing works. And one thing again you need to understand when it comes to search engine marketing is that you get the results instantly. I already mentioned that. Okay? You get your results instantly. While for SEO, it takes time. All right. Now, why is search engine marketing very important? Sorry, you guys are seeing the SEO. So why is search engine marketing very important? Now, as a new business you've just gotten into the market and you're trying to see how you can reach out to a larger population or to a wider audience. It's very pertinent that for you to achieve your goal by reaching out to a good number of people, SEO will not be able to help you achieve that, right? Because you have to take time to build a website and you don't know when the website will be optimized. So rather than going through that method, it is better you do what? You create your paid ads because the ad will be shown to your audience instantly. All right. So that's one importance of search engine marketing. And it's one of the things that makes search engine marketing far more better than SEO in a momentary period, a short period of time. Okay. But in the long run, search engine optimization will be what? Far more better. All right. We're going to talk about that and you understand that more better. Secondly, search engine marketing is highly targeted. So with the various search ads which you create, or with the various ads you create on these various search engine platforms, businesses can choose what we call specific keywords. We talked about that. They can choose their location, they can choose their demographics, and you can decide at what time of the day you want your ads to appear on the search engine result page. But with SEO, you cannot do that. You cannot determine who will see your ad. The fact that you created a website in Cameroon, or you created a website in Nigeria does not necessarily mean that only those in Nigeria will see your website or visit your website. Okay? Other people can have access to that website provided they have the link or provided your website is being optimized. But when it comes to search engine marketing, if you want people in a particular location to visit your website, you can do that with search engine marketing. You create that ad, you target that particular group of people, you can determine the gender that will see your ad, okay? You can even determine the age group of people that you want them to see your ad. Those are things that you need to take into consideration. Okay? Now, You'll notice that search engine marketing and social media marketing, they have the same characteristics. The only difference between search engine marketing and social media marketing is that with social media marketing, you're paying per day. So you are actually, the budget which you place to run your ads will be exhausted for that day once the day comes to an end. But when it comes to search engine marketing, you will usually pay for clicks, which means that only when someone does a search, sees your ad, and clicks on it, that is when these platforms will charge you. That's the only major difference between social media marketing or paid ads on social media platforms and what? The Google ads. That's the only difference. All right. And again, you notice that the similarity which these two platforms have is that you can measure the results. When it comes to SEO, when people visit your website, they interact, it's very difficult for you to know the total number of people that have come to your website through or very, very difficult. But with paid search, you can actually analyze. Using Google Analytics, you can analyze, okay? Not only Google Analytics, even on the Google Ad platform where you're creating the ad, you're going to see how results are happening. The platform will tell you this person visited your website. They will tell you how people are interacting on your website. They will tell you the pages which they have visited on your website. When you're dealing with organic ads. Okay, so that's the major difference. That's a major difference between SEO and SEM. Now let's look at components of search engine marketing. There are several components when it comes to search engine marketing, and you actually go detailed into this when you'll be creating good ads or creating Google ads. All right. So some of the components, which are just a few of them, we have the PPC advertising, we have the display advertisement, we have the shopping ads, we have what? The video ads. Okay. Now, when it comes to PPC, PPC are those ads that always appear on the search engine result page. That's the full meaning of SARP. Those ads that appear on the search engine result page, we consider them as what? PPC. And why do we call them PPC? The reason is because those ads that have been created and they display on the search engine result page, Google will only charge the companies that have created that ad only when someone does a search and clicks on it, which means that if I do a search online and your website appears, if I don't click on that website or if I don't click on the link on that ad which you've created and visit your website, you will not pay any money to Google. So Google will not charge you because no one has clicked on that ad. But immediately I click on the ad, that is when Google will charge you for that one click. That's why we call it PPC or pay per click. Okay, so advertisers pay each time a user clicks on their ad. They are equally known as what? Search ads or what? Text ads. Then, of course, we have display ads. I'm going to demonstrate all of them. I'm going to show you how it looks like. We have the display ads. Now, these are ads that appear on partner websites. So what are partner websites? These are websites that have decided to partner with Google so that Google will use their websites to show ads on them. For example, when you look at magazine websites, newspaper websites, or news channels, television channels that do have websites like BBC, Al Jazeera. Whenever you visit some of these websites, you're going to see that there are images that are passing around the website showing what? Advertisements, showing adverts from different companies. Now, their job is just to give out news, but you ask yourself, why am I seeing Amazon ads on BBC? Is it that Amazon and BBC are working together? That's not the scenario. Okay, you're just seeing that ad there because these websites have partnered with Google. So Google is now using the website to show display ads. So let's take an example. I'm going to use some students. So let's assume that I want to create an ad or let's assume that I am the audience, all right, that I want to do a search online. So I'm considering myself as an audience, or let's say I consider myself as a digital marketer. So I create an ad online. I want to create a display ad. So what do? I go to Google and I create this display ad. So a display ad is actually made up of an image only. Okay, you just create an ad that contains an image and that is it. So what happens is that Google is going to look for those popular websites. Those websites that are very popular, people visit them on daily basis. Google will take my ad and show it on those websites. So when Google shows those ads on those websites, Google is now going to take the money which I'm paying Google to display that ad. Google is going to take that money, cut a portion of it, keep for themselves. So if you are looking at a website like BBC, okay, or Al Jazeera, if I create my ad today, Google will take that ad and show it on the Al Jazeera website. When they show the ad on the Al Jazeera website, Google will now take part of the money which I'm going to pay them for that ad, okay, and give it to Al Jazeera. That's how display ad works. Okay, now talk about shopping ads. Shopping ads are those ads that will require people to click on the ads and visit a website where you have to make a purchase. Amazon, eBay, Noon. These are all e-commerce platforms. And their main goal is to make sales. Which means that if anyone is visiting their website, that person should be purchasing a product. Okay, so if I own an e-commerce platform and I want to create an ad whereby I want people to visit my website and make a purchase, I am going to choose this particular option or this particular objective known as a shopping ad. That's the type of ad I'm going to create. Because I want people to come to my website and make a purchase. So at the end of the day, what happened is that Google will only charge me. I will only pay Google when someone visits my website, clicks on my ad, visits the product, makes a purchase. If the person does not make a purchase, then I'm not going to pay Google. It is equally known as PPC to an extent, in that people still visit, people see the text ad, they click on the text ad, they visit your website. Once they visit your website, they make a purchase, right? And Google will charge you only when someone makes a purchase on your website. So it's still the same as what? PPC. The only difference is that you're going to get a lot of traffic for the major PPC, which is just people visiting your website. Because for the major one, which we all know, people will just visit your website and Google will charge you. But for shopping ads, you have to pass through those various steps. From clicking the ad to visiting your website or visiting the web page, from the web page, you make a purchase. From the purchase, that is when Google starts charging you. Okay, then of course, video ads. So video ads will appear on various YouTube. It appears on YouTube. Let me put it that way. It appears on YouTube. When you create such an ad, which contains a video, what happens is that this ad is being shown on various YouTube channels. Now, I'm going to show you how it looks like. I'm just going to demonstrate that. On YouTube, that an ad is going to pop up. Okay, you see an ad has popped up. Now, this is not the video I wanted to watch. Okay, the video I wanted to watch is this one from this channel known as Housekeeper. But again, I'm seeing an ad which is actually playing. Now, with this ad, I can only watch my video when this ad has played for probably 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, that's when I can watch my video. So if I continue the video, say it continues playing, and after 5 seconds, I can skip the video. So after 5 seconds, I can skip the video. So that is known as a YouTube ad. And there are different types of YouTube ads. We have skippable ads, we have non-skippable ads, we have in-stream ads, and so on and so forth. That is how a YouTube ad looks like. Now, we talked about the display ad. I'm going to show you how it looks like. So there is this channel or this website to deal with trying to get the real. So there is this website that shares recent things that are happening around the globe. right? Information, news that are happening around the globe. Now, on this website, once you search a website like this one, you're going to notice that there are different types of images. There are different images that are being displayed on the website that are not related to what the website stands for or what the website is all about. Okay, for example, this one, they're advertising the IELTS course. Then, of course, this one is in, I don't know which language is this. This is an advertisement. This is equal an advertisement. How do I know that these ads are from Google? Now, if I zoom this section here and I hover my mouse over this eye you see here, you're probably going to see ads by Google. Let's see if it's going to pop up. So if I just click here, it's not popping up. Let's see if this one, okay, this one displays. So if I zoom this, you're going to see here ads by Google. It means this ad was created on the Google platform and is being displayed on this website. This particular one might be from another company. Let me see if I click on close, it doesn't close. If I scroll down, let's see this one. This is still from Google. Sure, this is still from Google. Let's zoom it and see. This is still from Google. Okay. So these are all what we call display ads. These are all display ads. Now, how does a shopping ad looks like? If I type iPhone 12, for example, you'll probably see different products that have appeared here. These are different versions or different designs of the iPhone 12. You notice that these are images that contain text, price, name of the company, and probably a description. So these are all shopping ads, all right? So how do you know it's a shopping ad? First and foremost, you're going to see the word sponsored. Then you have all of this. Okay, so these are the various products. So this is how a shopping ad looks like. So I hope that is well understood. All right, so let's talk about some of the search engine platforms. The most popular ones we have is the Google Ads and the Bing Ads. Okay, so we have the Google Ads where we create paid ads and they are being displayed on the various Google that's been displayed on the Google search engine result page. Then we have the Bing, which is equally from Microsoft. Okay, it's a Microsoft advertising platform which is similar to Google, but is often less competitive. This one is very, very competitive and is one of the most popular search engine platforms where you can create paid ads. Okay, then of course we have social media platforms that give you the permission or give you the features of creating a PPC ad. Okay, you can actually create PPC ads on Facebook, Instagram, where you want to pay per click. You can actually do that as well on social media platforms. Okay, so what are these platforms? I'm just going to talk about two platforms here. I'll talk about Google and I'm going to talk about Bing. I'm sure by the time I explain these two, you're really going to understand them very well. I've laid emphasis on Google a lot, so we're going to talk more on Bing. All right. So the Bing ad, which is equally known as the Microsoft advertising platform, okay, it has a similar share or a similar market share as compared to Google. Okay, it's actually a valuable platform, but it's actually valuable in some countries. Not every country actually get into using the Bing platform. Okay, and of course, due to the fact that it is less competitive, it is far more cheaper. It has cheaper rates as compared to Google. But the thing is that when you create ad on this platform, who are going to see the ad? I'm not sure anyone watching or attending this session right now uses the Bing search engine platform. Nobody. Very difficult because Google has taken the market. Okay, initially we had Yahoo, which came before Google, but now Google has taken the market, and we actually get used to using the Google search engine. And most of our Android devices, when you purchase your Android device, you notice that it comes with what? It comes with the Google Chrome browser already installed to it. And when you click the Google Chrome browser, it takes you straight to what? The Google search engine. So you find it difficult to get access to or to use other search engine platforms. Is that okay? Then for social media marketing, you're going to have different sessions when we are creating website traffic ads. You can decide to go with PPC, whereby you create an ad. When people click on any link or click on a button on a social media marketing campaign, it takes them directly to a website. Now, what are some of the advantages of PPC? The first advantage is that it's very fast. Trust me, once you create the ad, within a blink of an eye, it's already been displayed to your audience. Okay, so you can get targeted visitors within hours, sometimes minutes. Immediately it's approved, you start getting results. All right, and it equally provides a path for search engine optimization. It's a good way to improve on your search engine optimization in the sense that when people visit your website through an ad, and if the content which is there is very useful, the next time they are coming, they are not going to pass through an ad. Okay, and when people keep visiting again, in one way, it is going to help to push your website to the top. That's why I say Amazon is always at the top. Okay, Amazon is always at the top because they focus more on those paid ads. And when people visit the website for the very first time, the next time they are doing what? They will just go to the website directly. And when people keep visiting your website, that's how it keep on increasing what? Your chances of being optimized or being ranked on the Google search engine result page or the search engine result pages in general. Okay, it can yield highly profitable results. If your main aim is to make sales online, you want an e-commerce platform, that's the best way you can make a lot of sales, right? By creating paid ads. Okay, it's a great testing platform and can easily be what? Be targeted. Okay, you can target people at specific times of the day. You can target specific areas. You can use specific keywords to target your audience. Okay, and of course, it gives you what we call an immediate feedback. Now, when you look at search engine optimization, when you're working with websites, trying to optimize this website, obviously it will take you about 4, 5, 6 months before you start seeing results. But when it comes to paid ads, there is nothing like a gestation period. All right, because your ads will be displayed to your audience almost immediately. And with the right strategies, with the right tools, you can easily implement the skills which you learn as far as PPC is concerned. What are the disadvantages? The first disadvantage we have as when we compare it to search engine optimization is that it is expensive, right? It's expensive. That's always the first disadvantage. Okay. And secondly, since people can only see this ad when you place specific keywords at the back end of your ad, because if you're dealing in a particular business and someone comes online and types something like rent or probably buy running shoes, if you're dealing with running shoes and there is no keyword like running shoes on your website or on that ad which you've created, then trust me, your ad will not display to the audience. Okay, so you're going to miss a bulk of the traffic because there are people who might come online, they will type something, it does not match with your keyword, or they'll type a search term and it doesn't match it with your keyword. Once it doesn't match it, what happens? Your ad is not going to be shown to them. You don't equally have a guarantee that you're going to make profit or not. You might have 100 people contact you today and 0 are going to buy your product. There is what we call high level of competition. In Cameroon, there is no competition. I can say there is no competition when it comes to paid ads. But here in developed countries, there is high level. In fact, if you want to get into Google Ads, if you want to get into PPC, then you should be ready to spend big if you are in a developed countries that are up there when it comes to tech. Because you cannot compete. You create an e-commerce platform here in UAE or in the States. It means you are ready to compete with Amazon. You are ready to compete with eBay. Do you really think you can compete with them when you are just a startup? Very difficult. They will always be at the top. It is less trusted. So many people are being scammed through paid ads on Google because Google does not care whether the content they are users or not. They don't care. Whatever you create is good for them. The only issue they have is when you use some words which are not permitted. Okay? If they scam you online, Google has nothing to do with that. Google cannot do anything. Okay? It is complicated. Before you know how to create paid ads, it takes a lot of time, dedication to understand how the platforms work, understand the various objectives, understand how to create campaigns, the various ad groups, the various ads, understand how to adjust your categories to ensure that you get the best results. We've talked about less trusted, and less trusted leads to what? Fraud. If the platform is not trusted, it means that there is something fishy and it can lead to fraud. And of course, you are going to pay for the ads whether you make sales or not, except for what? Shopping ads. Apart from shopping ads, you pay whether people purchase your product or not. There is what we call bidding war. What do we mean by bidding war? Now, I showed you the different types of ads, right? And I explained to you that on the first page of the search engine result, you notice that there are a maximum of what? 7 ads. I mentioned that 4 at the top and 3 at the bottom. Now, those 4 at the top did not appear by random. The first person is not there by random. Second, third, fourth, they are not there by random. They are at the top because they are willing to pay for that position. That's what we call bidding war. It's like you're going for an auction sales where the highest bidder goes with the product. Okay, so you're bidding for that position. If you get into the market right now and you notice that there's a position where you want to be long and someone is bidding, let's say $10 to be at that position. Let's say the first position, the first ad which we saw that card was sponsored, that person is bidding $10 for 1 click. If you want to beat that person, you should be ready to add something, maybe $10, 1 cent, just to take you above that person. So let's say you don't have that budget. Your budget per day probably might be $10 only. Are you willing to sacrifice that $10 for 1 click? Obviously not. That's why we say there is what we call that bidding war. Okay, and of course, competitive keywords demand higher bids, and higher bids demands what? Higher prices. You pay for the clicks. Okay, so with a high level of competition, you're obviously going to pay higher because those who are at the top are already paying a huge amount. So you'll be struggling to do what? To go above them. Okay, and last but not the least is that your ad is going to automatically stop once your budget is exhausted. Once the money you've placed for your ads per day is exhausted, your ad is going to stop immediately. Any question?